And so off the tip, it's Toronto. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, home in the paint. Here's Thibault. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Siakam. Another shot. Nice shot by Pirtle.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards. Looking at the Raptors roster, basically the entire squad is under 30. Their key players are extremely young, a great sign for the future.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. On the wing, Anunoby. It's good from long range. Yeah, youth is on their side. And Smitty, since winning that title in 2019, the Raptors have totally turned over their squad.
Kawhi, Kyle Lowry, Serge Ibaka, all have left Toronto, Kevin, replaced with much younger players. Give Toronto's front office credit for retooling quickly.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen. A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Lillard against Anunoby. And Lillard kicks to Simons. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Showing the quickness. Nice catch and shoot by Anthony.
Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the outs, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Now, here's Thibault, covered by VanVleet. No good from Grant.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
VanVleet kicks to Siakam. Barnes sets a screen for Siakam. Pass to Anunoby. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nurkic with the steal. There's the pass to Grant. Back to Lillard. From the arc. And another 3 for Portland.
At the arc, Lillard can make any shot work. His accuracy is astounding.
Quite the honor last year for Damian Lillard, getting named to the NBA 75th anniversary.
Greg, it was a well-deserved acknowledgement of his skills. He's a perennial all-star who continues to do astounding things on the floor.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Smitty, OG Anunoby from the UK has had a nice impact on the game.
And he said he wants to grow the game in England. OG's hoping to open up some paths to the NBA for young players from the UK.
Now, here's Nurkic. Good. Play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one.
The playmaking skills of Lillard reads defenses so well and recognizes when they've left a teammate uncovered.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And after several playoff runs, the Portland Trail Blazers, Smitty, decided to shake things up.
The decision to deal key role players shows they wanted a change in direction. They felt like their team needed some changes. But it looks like they still are aiming to remain competitive.
Anunoby has the open look. Misses the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Thibault, the pass to Simons. Over in the corner, Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
Not the guy you want to send to the strike. Damian Lillard cashes in on his free throws. You look back at how the Blazers have drafted. They get a lot of value no matter where they pick. great job of identifying and growing talent.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Now here's Barnes. Hurdle with a screen on Lillard. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Trailblazers leading by 6. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Tenacious play by Dame, not giving up on his shot because of some aggressive D.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Toronto, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Screen by Siakam. He's looking for Pirtle and finds him. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
It's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now here's Van Vliet. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. A 3 from Barnes. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Siakam. Simons against Van Vliet. And they get it. And Siakam with the layup.
This is where Siakam is comfortable operating from. He loves going to work in the paint.
Here is Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
He is one of the toughest players in this game, both mentally and physically. Fred VanVleet never stops working, and he's reached star status.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Who wants to update their fit tonight with a free t-shirt? Make a little noise. Give a big round of applause to your Blazers.
It'll count. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Defensively, OG Anunoby has all the...
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Trailblazers.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Thibault in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
A fantastic penetrator. Once Lillard sees a lane to the rim open up, he jumps on it.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth, and it's not usually literal. But what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They kind of checked out mentally. And I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. To the middle. Here's Thibault. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
A jack-of-all-trades, Jeremy Grant also has a strong feel for when his guys are uncovered.
Toronto calls timeout. A different look now for Portland. Eubanks, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Reddish comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Sharp in for Damian Lillard. Now, here's Trent. From outside, off the mark.
You know, if you guys know how to score like Gary Trent Jr., he can fill it up in any situation, firing off quality shots from inside or outside the arc.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
The dunk by Achua.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
And Gary Trent Jr. certainly has some impressive stats as a result of his skills as a scorer.
GA, how about 5 30-point games in a row? How about 9 threes in a single game? If he finds his rhythm, he can cause you a lot of trouble.
Now, here's Boucher. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. Here's Simons. Grant outside. Back to Simons. To the inside. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Sharp, pocket 4, and then Sharp with the dunk.
And he puts his signature on that slam, fellas.
As he usually does. You're right, Greg. That kind of elevation. Clark is his bread and butter. There's the pick. Trent passes to Achua. To the left side wing. And he uses the glass on the layup. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And there's the drive. Boom, he jams it straight down.
So dangerous when he puts it on the deck. Simons doesn't let contact phase him.
Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Nurkic checked in for Eubanks. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Reddish. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Sharp. And the basket is good.
Smart play by Simons. He sees the mid-range opening and takes it.
They set the screen. Out to the wing. Kicks it to Barton. Pass to Boucher. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Chris Boucher's coaches and teammates love seeing this. They know how efficient he can be inside.
Lillard attacking. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the way. Lillard's got 14.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why? Lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
The Raptors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first.
Solid from the line. Trent Jr. and all-around score.
A different look now for Portland. Nasir Little, he's checked in for Grant. And it's Sharp in for Anthony Simons. Now here's Lillard. 14 points for him. Passes it to Nurkic. Lets it go with a 3. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 5 assists in the game. Toronto calls timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
It's deflected. So as we conclude the first half, so far,
your Trailblazers 41, the Raptors 25.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Yeah, in the first half, he took on the role of playmaker. I think it surprised the defense a little bit, gave this offense a different dimension.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. And Van Vliet out there with Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, DA. Thank you so much. Lillard attacking. Pass to Thibault. Lillard surveying the D. Grant outside. And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Nurkic a screen on Anunoby. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. Good free play by Lillard to set it up. And that's 10 points for Nurkic.
What makes Dame great in pick and roll action? You have to worry about him scoring or passing.
And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. The pass to Anunoby. Shoots over Lillard. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Trailblazers leading by 18. Thybulle on the wing. Simons the pass to Grant. Van Vliet on the wing. Covered by Lillard. Van Vliet can't get it to go. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half.
One of those guys who stuffs the stat sheet. Nurkic is a double-double machine who also picks up a few steals and assists.
Here's Grant. Knocked away. On the wing, Anunoby. He's covered by Grant. Van Vliet. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Nurkic also eats up a lot of space inside.
Greg, at 6'11", 290, he'll do the dirty work for you. He's also a powerful player with plenty of tricks inside.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Drops in the layup for 2. Lillard's got 19 points.
This is what makes Lillard an all-star caliber player. His ability to fill it up.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Here's Lillard. Nurkic the pass to Thybulle. Back to Nurkic. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound in this one. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And an intentional foul right there.
Second team.
Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Anunoby. There's 1:26 left to play here in the third. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Now here's Lillard. He's got 19. The shake. He takes it up and lays it in. He's got 21.
I love how crafty Damian Lillard is inside, finding a way past the D into his shot.
Here's Anunoby. Here's Pirtle. That one good for 2.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Lillard attacking, kicks it out to Grant. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. 36 seconds left to play in the third. Back to Nurkic. Pirtle with the steal. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Third team foul.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Sharp's checked in. Raptors trail by 18. Inside. Here's Barton. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's Simons. 8 points for him. To the paint. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
This is a familiar sight. Jeremy Grant making his way to the rim and finishing strong.
Nurkic with the steal. And so it's Portland with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Little. Then it's Anthony Simon. Then it's Sharp, and it's Eubanks in at the center position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
He is cold-blooded, drops the dagger, piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
Achua kicks to Barton. Shot clock at 3. Raptors need to get a shot on. Eubanks knocks it loose. Trailblazers leading by 21. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Simons surveying the D. Passed a little. Now here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's Simon. Rips it home after the terrific move.
Agile drive by Anthony Simons. He sees an opening and takes off.
Now, here's Trent. Guarded closer. Pass to Boucher. Takes the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Trailblazers leading by 20. Kicks the Little from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Achua. The Raptors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Reddish, he's checked in for Portland. Some changes for Toronto.
On the court.
Here's Simons. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. The pass to Sharp. Takes it off the glass. Sharp got 7 points for the quarter.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Eubanks. Jeremy Grant comes in for Little. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Reddish. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simon.
Matisse Thybulle. Damian Lillard.
Grant outside. That shot off. Good D by Barnes. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
2 minutes in the game.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Portland moving the ball around. Grant the pass to Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
This is so fun to watch. Lillard going up with some real power to finish the slam.
Siakam a screen on Lillard. Down low. Here's Barnes. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
He has to show real leadership out there and take this game into his own hands because he's shooting the ball well.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Portland.
For me, consistent penetration the entire game, and that's given them a lot of options.
And also, got to be impressed with their interior play, getting in the paint and figuring out ways to score.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Sharp. Second personal foul. Third.
And he knocks down the first one.
What you love about Jakob Poeltl is his size, a 7-footer who plays hard on both ends of the floor.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Portland.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Damian Lillard.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
To the wing right side. The drop. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Assist goes to.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Raptors on defense. They trail by 18. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Over Poeltl. Kicks it out to Lillard. Shoots over Anunoby.
Since entering the league, Jakob Poeltl has vastly improved on defense, developing into an anchor on that end of the floor.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Lillard. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Now on the floor for your Trailblazers.
And he makes both free throws.
Though he's still polishing the skill set, Anunoby has the size and versatility that every team wants out of his wings.
Personal foul.
Free throw good. Simons.
At the line for your Trailblazers.
And Simons drops them both. Now here's Van Vliet. To the middle. Here's Poeltl. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
Great recognition by Poeltl, slicing through the defense in these pick-and-roll sets.
Here's Nurkic. Can't get it to fall. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
you've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
And he drops the first.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves game last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
5 to shoot. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Grant with a screen on McDaniels. And Lillard, here we go.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Edwards, a pass to Conley. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Lillard. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Nurkic, a screen on Conley. Simons passes to Nurkic. Pulls it. Off the left rim and out. The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's Edwards.
I like watching Grant work hard on the defensive end. He puts great effort into that end of the floor. He's good at pestering whoever he happens to be on, and his long reach helps him do that.
Pass to Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Tries again. Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Towns on a screen for 3. Conley. Offensive rebound. Timberwolves. Here's Gobert. Banked it in off the glass.
Incredible balance on that take. You've got to respect watching Gobert muscle his way through the defense.
Grant with a screen on McDaniels. Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh?
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
To the wing, right side. Towns finds Conley. Towns against Grant. It's stolen by Thibault. Lillard right side. Pass to Grant. The 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 1:10 left in the first quarter of the game.
Well, he was born in Arizona. When it's time for national team play, Matisse Thybulle suits up for Australia down under, a team he medaled with in 2020.
It's good. Gobert's got 6 points.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Grant outside. Thybulle on the wing. Beyond the arc. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. For Minnesota, they've gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. And here's Conley. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Edwards. Thibault with a steal. Lillard with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. And Lillard, here we go. Here's Grant. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Timeout called, the Timberwolves.
Time to get loud for your Blazer dancers. We need you to make some noise for your Blazer dancers.
Conley against Lillard. Pass to McDaniels. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Lillard. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a...
And a big round of applause for your Trailblazers youth dance team.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Portland.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Thibault in at small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now here's Lillard. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Here's Edwards. Pass to Conley. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And Gobert with the stuff.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
Count it. Lillard's got 12 points.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Outside Conley. Thibault against Edwards. That shot, no good. Nurkic with some nice D. We've seen the pace of the game ratchet up every year, Clark. Might that trend reverse at some point?
I don't think so, B. I mean, the game is meant to be played fast, and because of the potency of the three-point shot, the skill level of the players, the athleticism, I think you're going to continue to see teams play with a lot of pace, because that's easier in terms of producing points.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
You know, it's the production plus the leadership that makes Lillard one of the most valuable players in this league.
And both free throws good for Lillard.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Gobert with a screen on Lillard. To the paint. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
The floor general Conley, dependable at finding his guys in screen and roll sets.
It's Lillard with the drive. And the dunk by Lillard.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
And Lillard, here we go. Grant outside. Back to Lillard. Simons with it. Fires for three. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him. Prince is checked in for Mike Conley.
Timberwolves substitution, Torian Prince.
Outside McDaniels. Back to Edwards. McDaniels a screen. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Towns passes to Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Clock at 6. Back to Towns. With the clock winding down.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
First free throw is good.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity. Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Grant with a screen on McDaniels. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. Ball's going up the court. Prince with the bucket. It's a tie ball game. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
McDaniels finds Edwards. Into the lane. And Edwards slams it in.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Lillard against McDaniels. Inside, here's Nurkic. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Nurkic has got his first bucket in this one.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, I like the way Towns plays such a physical style. It's tough on the officials, but the fact that he doesn't mind initiating contact gets him to the strike.
And so Towns nails them both. 27 seconds left in the first half. Lillard with the ball. 17 points in the game. And the dunk by Lillard.
And once Lillard kicks it up a notch, watch out. Flat out taking over now.
And Minnesota calls time here. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this time.
Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a lot of energy for the Trailblazers, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Edwards out there with Torian Prince. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, small forward.
Both teams trying to impose their will right now.
Yeah, and the slams just keep getting better and better.
Certainly feels that way. I mean, neither one of these teams wants to back down.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Prince. Here's the 3. He buries it from 3. Prince has got 5 now.
You know, when he was coming out of college, this is exactly what scouts thought Prince would be. A strong 3-and-D wing who plays with a lot of effort.
Lillard. It's blocked by Gobert. Minnesota in the lead. Up top, Edwards. 6 points for him.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back. And when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
Shooting for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards.
And both free throws good for Edwards. And the Trailblazers shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. Lillard outside. Nurkic a screen on McDaniels. And it's Lillard penetrating. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Yeah, defensively, you think Lillard's going to hunt for the 3 ball, but then he puts it on the floor and just attacks.
And both free throws good for Lillard. The Timberwolves shooting a nice 50% for the game. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Towns to the right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Edwards going inside. Uses the glass on the layup. He's got 10.
Towns showing you his unselfishness there, willing to give up the rock if his teammate has something a little better.
A nice shot by Lillard.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 in the second half. Now Edwards. He's got 10. Pass to Prince. Gobert inside. Defended by Nurkic. Gobert with the bucket.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
And Lillard puts up a deep 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep. Just over 2.5 minutes going by in the second half. Thibault against Edwards. Pass to Towns. Now Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
You have to love what Gobert is doing on the offensive end so far. Staying active and finding lots of ways to contribute.
And the dunk by Lillard.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Simons against Edwards. That evens the score. Simons got 5 now.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Here's Edwards. Count the basket.
Well, the defense trying to throw Edwards off with some contact, but he's smart and he stays focused on his shot.
It's blocked by Gobert. A minute 9 left in the third quarter of the game. McDaniels inside, defended by Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Edwards. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it. Showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Lillard outside. And there's the drive. And it goes. As the official calls the foul. Count it. And he'll shoot 1 more at the line. Free throw good. Lillard. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
The first free throw is good. Sharp, he's checked in for Portland.
Anthony Edwards at the line for 2.
And both free throws good for Edwards. 40 seconds left in the third. Grant the screen. And it's Simons penetrating. And yep, it's good.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Edwards.
Oh, wow! Oh, watch out below.
Big finish.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the Raptors.
McDaniels against Simons. Here's Grant. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. Absolutely carrying the... We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Portland trailing here. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2, and it's Thibault in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the previous play is under the huge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Sharp's checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. It's been a battle, and this is a brief chance for everyone to just regroup, collect themselves. He told them, quote, "Your efforts have been great so far, but this game could come down to one big play, one big shot. We can't let our guards down for 1 second."
Appreciate the report, Allie. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a fantastic 57%. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Here's Prince. It's McDaniels on the wing.
Just a capable defender. For Nurkic, it's about being in position and using his length to contest shots.
Shot clock at 5. Here's McDaniels. Hey, great D that time from Grant.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
Timeout called, Portland. Simons is checked in for Damian Lillard. After having trailed for a while, they could retake the lead.
Nice effort to battle back and put themselves in this position.
And here comes the break. Now a timeout called by Minnesota.
We have a bunch of t-shirts to give away. For the loudest fans in the building. It's dance time.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Pass to Prince. To take the lead. And there's a nice layup by Grant. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. And he recovers it. Nurkic passes to Grant. To the inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, that's just good basketball there by Grant. Moving the ball to the wide open man and getting an assist out of it.
Towns a screen on Thibault. Here's Edwards. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Simons up top to the middle. Nurkic. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Trailblazers lead by 2. For Minnesota, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Towns a screen on Thibault. Here's Edwards. Got a hand on it.
Superb focus from Grant that time defensively, protecting the rim, keeping his eyes on the ball so he could anticipate that shot.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Time called here. The Trailblazers decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of every game, in every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Lillard's checked in for Portland. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
Aggressive defense from Towns there, staying all over the shot and getting a clean block.
The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. Pass to Prince to take the lead. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now. Lillard outside. And it's rejected.
Excellent toughness on the defensive end, and that's what Prince does. He's got size, and he's got the will to defend at a high level.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Here's Prince, defended by Lillard. Reed, a screen on Lillard. Pass to Reed. Doesn't go for him. Nurkic with some nice D. For Portland, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Lillard outside. Grant outside. 6 to shoot. Time called here. The Trailblazers decide to talk it over. They're on top by 2. 1:15 left to play in the fourth. And it's the Blazers with the ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
The stakes don't shake Lillard at all. He stays cool and finds the clutch basket.
Edwards against Thibault. Reed for 3. Buries it from 3. Reed's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And they suck the air right out of this place by drilling the 3. Could be what saves the day for them.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, one way or the other, some fantastic drama unfolding here.
Thibault finds Lillard.
Yes! Boy, and just look at what Damian Lillard is doing.
46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Edwards against Thibault. Now here's Edwards. Not a lot of room. Pass to Prince. Just 5 on the clock. Outside McDaniels. Portland grabs the miss.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
Lillard up top. McDaniels covering. A nice shot by Lillard.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Here's Prince driving in. Can't connect. So it's Portland picking up the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up.
EA Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting and Greg's. Something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the one. Bucket is good.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred VanVleet. This guy is so good at recognizing when his teammates are open.
Right side, Edwards. Towns in the corner. That one doesn't go. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Anunoby finds Siakam. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Pass to Purdy. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Of course, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Conley, the pass to Gobert.
So long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
VanVleet on the wing, covered by Conley. Count that one from VanVleet.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Outside, Edwards. And a miss there on the triple. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. To the inside, Siakam. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist.
Well, this to me is where he can be a force. Siakam, a 3-level scorer in the painted area, very dangerous.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. I was able to catch up with the Raptors head coach. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David. Minnesota making a switch. Prince is checked in. Anunoby has the open look. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Boy, just tremendous concentration on deep range. OG Anunoby is really coming along as a shooter.
Edwards looking it over. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Edwards got 5 now.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here's Siakam. VanVleet wide open, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
Well, Fred VanVleet says, I am coming right back at you with a three-pointer of my own.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Now here's VanVleet. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. To the paint, it's stolen by Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Outside, Towns. Prince with a screen on Pirtle. And Towns gets it to go. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have. Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Inside, it's deflected. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Towns, no luck.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. At this time, his first miss in 3 attempts from the field. Gobert dishes to Prince. Back to Gobert. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Towns sets the pick for Prince. Pocket 6. Towns down low. Siakam's there. And the dunk by Towns.
Towns has a 7'4" wingspan. If he gets off the floor, good night.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. 11 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Raptors lead by. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Raptors.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
On the court for Minnesota, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Edwards is out there with Taurean Prince, and it's McDaniels at the 3.
Guys, I've got to say, one of the things I love the most about the Toronto Raptors, how special their fan base is. Really, when you think about it, Canada much more associated with the great sport of hockey, but they love professional basketball.
Prince wide open, off target from outside.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
On the wing, Barnes. Siakam sets a screen for Barnes. Here's Van Vliet. Gobert with the block.
Defensively, few players have had a bigger impact than Rudy Gobert. That combination of energy and length and commitment, so good defensively.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 7. Here's Towns, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Well, you're right. This fan base here in Toronto is terrific and certainly gets excited to cheer on their Raptors. They love them.
They do, and their theme is, quote, "We the North." You can truly tell how much these fans love the Raptors. Remember the scene in Jurassic Park outside the stadium, that special area when the finals were going on in 2019. It was pure pandemonium.
Now here's Edwards following the miss by Fred Van Vliet. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Towns.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Now here's Van Vliet. He has 5. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. A new group in now for the Raptors. Achua, he's checked in for Pert. Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. Martin's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Trent subbed in for Fred Van Vliet.
That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
Now here's Edwards.
I see him.
The dish to McDaniels. 4 on the shot clock. Edwards can't hit. Raptors leading by 4.
the son of an NBA vet, Gary Trent Jr.'s game is very different than his dad.
Well, obviously, Gary Sr. had more size and therefore was a post player in a different generation. The younger Mr. Trent, an excellent shooter from deep. Pretty much the opposite style of play.
And here's Prince outside. Barton with the rebound. And so it's Barton bringing it up for Toronto. Passes it to Boucher. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Boucher sets a screen for Barnes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
This is a guy very willing to put his body on the line. Scotty Barnes gets that defense to commit and accepts the contact.
And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
No one near Boucher as he lets it go. And they recover it. And it's off from three-point range. And stolen by Barnes. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Gobert brings the double team. Towns with the steal. McDaniels with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Toronto leading by 6. Here's Barton, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Taurean Prince. This is his first free throw of the game.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
The Raptors making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Mike Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. Going inside. He can't get that one. Good work defensively by Trent. Barton drives in. Gobert with the block. Here's Boucher. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. Timberwolves trail by 10. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. There's 37 seconds left in the first half of the game. Trent against Conley. Trent kicks the Porter. Sinks the triple. And the Raptors lead by 13.
You can see Porter's confidence building steadily. The catch-and-shoot jumper becoming a real weapon.
Towns for 3. And stolen by Barton. Pass to Boucher. And the pass to Porter. Back to Boucher. Launches it. Porter, no luck. And so it's Toronto. 13 points up at the end of the period. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Thanks, David. And we'll be back.
17.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Edwards against Anunoby. Siakam outside. Just 5 to shoot. No good on the 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And the Raptors doors with one of the elite front offices recognized in the NBA.
And Kevin, because of that, a highly paid one as well. Remember, a recruitment battle, not just with the NBA, but English soccer, to keep their leadership intact. But the track record is there to justify that top billing, no doubt about it.
Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got 13 points.
What you appreciate is OG Anunoby's detailed and patient offensive approach, simply taking what the defense gives him.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That'll be his second foul of the game. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Barnes. And finished off by Edwards.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards, always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
Conley against Van Vliet. A three ball. Anunoby kicks to Van Vliet. The kick out to Barnes. 5 to shoot. So timeout called here. The first for Toronto.
We need you to get this out right now for your North Side Crew. Fans, once again,
over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action.
Be louder than every person in your section. Get a shirt. It's that simple. Let's hear it, fans.
Here's Anunoby. And the Raptors miss again.
Thank you to our North Side Crew.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Outside Edwards. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And so Anunoby will bring it up for Toronto.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Edwards, a screen on Van Vliet. Conley kicks to Edwards. Driving to the basket.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Well, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force. But it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now.
Anunoby with the screen for Van Vliet. Pass to Pirtle. Van Vliet right side. Trains the three-pointer. Van Vliet's got 8. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet. And that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group. And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. Off target from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 11. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Achua, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Scotty Barnes. Martin's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Trent subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Martin passes to Achua. It's stolen by Gobert.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
And so the timeout here by Chris Finch.
Here we are. Here we go.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Edwards. Timberwolves trail by 11. Anderson with the screen for Conley. Anderson outside. The feed to Gobert. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Boy, the added strength of Rudy Gobert over the years helps him complete the and one. You get the sense this guy loves to score the basketball.
Porter, a screen on Conley. Stolen by McDaniels. There's 49 seconds left here in the third quarter. Outside, Towns. Looking for Anderson. He gets it there. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
Siakam outside. And finished off by Siakam.
You have to love the aggression right there. He's got the vertical, might as well put it to good use.
Towns sets the pick for Conley. Outside, Towns. Over to the left wing. Towns, a screen on Barton. 5 on the clock. Anderson in the post. That shot is off. And the Raptors call time here.
It's that time, man. T-shirt time.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet.
Now, defensively, the way Taurean Prince works, he gets after it. He knows.
And so it's Toronto holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Right back after this break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Minnesota. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Edwards is out there with Taurean Prince. And it's McDaniels at the 3 spot. 4 on the clock. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. Timberwolves trail by 6. And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Prince outside. No good on that one. Now Toronto takes it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Anunoby passes to Purdy. Back to Anunoby. The 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Outside Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. Count it. Number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that 3-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Van Vliet passes to Purdy. And the dunk by Purdy.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
It's just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Edwards kicks to Prince. Toronto grabs the miss. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Anunoby. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 5 assists in the game.
Don't lose track of OG Anunoby. He's put in real time to make that jumper legit.
Here's Edwards. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
To the inside. Here's Pirtle. The kick out to Barnes. No good on the triple. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. 6-point game. Edwards against Barnes. Gobert with a screen on Barnes. Edwards. An easy 2 points on the layup. Edwards got 11 points here in just the second half.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Barnes screen on Prince. Van Vliet passes to Octopi. And the 3 off target.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Prince against Van Vliet. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
One of the hardest things to deal with Taurean Prince is trying to match his energy. This guy goes all out every time.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Prince.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a 1-possession game.
Barnes screen on Prince. Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. Van Vliet with it. Working on McDaniels. Shot clock at 5. Here's Barnes. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, this is what you're hoping to see. A level of dominance on the defensive end by Towns. Sends that shot back.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
On the wing, Anunoby. This is it to Van Vliet. Raptors need to get a shot from past the arc. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 13-5 run here. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, so definitely a strange move on his part. Getting it done at the line as he usually does. And that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And you watch Taurean Prince and how valuable he is to his team for a couple of reasons. Number one, he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He defends at a high level, and he can really stretch the floor.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. We got 22 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Trent's checked in for the Raptors. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out.
Thanks, David.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Guys, as a go-to scorer, you know the ball is going to find your hands late in the game. Scotty Barnes might be young, but he has a chance to knock down a big shot here.
9 seconds left in the game. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
People are holding their breath a little, wondering if Edwards can take care of business here.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out. What a baller this young man is. Anunoby, even though he's young, he looks like a veteran in the clutch.
Good on the first, and that'll put them up by 2.
Shooting for Minnesota.
And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Well, those are essential free throws to make it a 3-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie this game.
Toronto calls timeout. They're behind by 3. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the 3-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested 3. Never an easy shot.
No good on the quick 3.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it.
guards, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
So here's Portland's starting group. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. And it's Thibault in at the 3. Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out, just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And it's the Blazers with the ball. After the basket by Toronto. It's stolen by Barnes. Van Vliet against Thibault. Pass to Barnes. Here he goes. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
All the rumors swirling about the Blazers and whether they trade Damian Lillard or not, but they decided to keep him in Portland, build around him, and try to make the most of this shining star's window.
Now here's Lillard. Simons with it. Lillard outside. Grant with a screen on Anunoby. Grant outside. 6 on the shot clock. Simons. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Right, and when the Blazers shook things up, many thought they'd do a full rebuild, Brent.
Yeah, but B.A., how do you get full value for a guy like Damian Lillard? I just don't think the return coming back would equate to that. So they've reworked the roster. We'll see if these guys can get back to postseason play and then rely on Dame time.
Great work to clear some space around the rim and set himself up for that putback.
Yes, sir. That was a huge follow. And the dunk by Lillard.
Very few players, if any, score more points than Lillard as a pick-and-roll ball handler.
Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Simons outside. And he jams it home with authority.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Outside Barnes. Puts up a 3. The open shot, Siakam. Rebounded by Nurkic.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Pirtle against Simons. Over Pirtle. Lillard passes to Simons. There's a screen by Nurkic. A shot from the high post. Here's Grant. That one a little long.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now here's Van Vliet. Down low. And the dunk by Pirtle.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there. And when you look at Van Vliet on the floor, you would think he gets targeted on defense. But for a player his size, he more than holds his own.
Connects from downtown.
And that's something Grant has worked on, capitalizing off the catch.
Anunoby on the wing. Defended by Lillard. There's a screen. Pass to Van Vliet. Unable to get that one. Now the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And Van Vliet, a very solid defender at his position, Grant.
Not great length, but strong as any, B.A. I mean, he has great hands to bother the ball handler and great defensive IQ that makes the most of his athleticism.
Now here's Anunoby. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Pirtle finds Siakam. Pirtle with a screen on Simons. Here's Siakam. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
A long swing player. Siakam uses that 6'9" length down low.
Grant with a screen on Anunoby. And it's Lillard penetrating. And it's good for 2.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do. And right at the top is guard that guy.
Van Vliet against Simons. Back to Anunoby. And that one's good.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Portland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Nurkic. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Simons playing unselfish. That's going to help this team get in a great rhythm.
Here's Barnes. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And still a close game as the first quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Raptors,
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Toronto?
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred Van Vliet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. Van Vliet, the pass to Barnes. Back to Van Vliet. It's Barnes on the wing. Siakam against Grant. And the basket by Siakam.
And just using every inch of his incredible wingspan, Siakam is able to make some creative finishes. And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
Portland, no good that time either. The Raptors with a lead. Barnes passes to Anunoby. Off target from three-point range. The Trailblazers have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. And Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and packing the seats.
Brent, at the center position, it does feel like we're seeing a re-emergence of the big man, the traditional 5.
Yeah, BA, I think it comes down to whether or not you have one or not. I mean, there are teams that just don't have the bruising big that can go down into the post and dominate possessions to slow things down and get to the paint. Other teams are electing to want to play faster and with more skill. So it comes down to how a team wants to set their roster up as to whether or not the traditional 5 is part of your action.
Now here's Grant. Lillard passes to Grant. Back to Lillard. It's stolen by Trent. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Yeah, just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. And Nurkic throws it down.
And Nurkic getting up there and waiting that rim.
Trent, the pass to Boucher. It's stolen by Nurkic. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Martin with a steal. Trent with it. He's picked up by Lillard. Here's Achua. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Lillard. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Will Barton picks one up.
And Lillard can get tricky with that shot. He draws the foul, but still manages to squeeze that one off.
Free throw good. Lillard. No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, BA. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
Now here's Achua. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Nurkic big and blocking.
5 on the clock. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Here's Boucher. And again, no good by Toronto. The Trailblazers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Passed a little. Lillard outside. There's the drive, and the dunk by Lillard.
And Lillard just has the quicks right there. If you give him any space, he's going to get in that gap.
Martin right side. Here's Achua. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
People were worried that this precious but with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back.
The ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Boucher outside. Boucher on the screen. From downtown, just 5 to shoot. Now the Blazers on the move. Here's Lillard, and the dunk by Lillard.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
Outside Porter.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
So Toronto ends up going with a new group. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Van Vliet up top. He's covered by Simons. Van Vliet drives. Basket's good.
Now that was a clever adjustment. I mean, that was a tough shot.
Now, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no, no. Okay, good play. Get back on defense.
Timeout called. Portland.
We know that you want a free t-shirt, so let's get back. It's time for your North Side crew, everyone. Come on and make some.
34 seconds left in the second period. And Lillard, here we go. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Lillard outside. Takes a 3. Oh my, what a slam right at the buzzer.
They got the last word in this quarter.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 2. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment.
And get loud for the Jabberwockies.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Portland leading. Taking a look at the Trailblazers. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
Van Vliet against Simons. Now here's Barnes. Outside Anunoby from deep. And it's Portland with a rebound. Nurkic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Now Simons. Pass to Thibault. And here's Lillard. Anunoby covering. And the dunk by Lillard.
And look out. The weather report might call for an avalanche of buckets from Damian Lillard.
Siakam outside. Picked by Pirtle from behind the arc. Siakam, that's good. Siakam's got 7.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
It's such a big help to your defense when your smaller players can snatch down rebounds in traffic.
Anunoby against Lillard. Pass to Siakam. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Siakam's got 5 points now this quarter.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
And it's hard to overstate the impact OG Anunoby has on defense, Greg.
Hey, B.A., an absolute terror on the wings. I mean, he has great length, moves well, just one of the best one-on-one perimeter defenders in the league.
And the basket by Van Vliet.
That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Up top, Grant. To stop the run. Misses at the rim. The Raptors have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Van Vliet against Thibault. Pass to Pirtle. Kicks it out to Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Simons. Three-pointer. Thibault, that's good. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Anunoby for 3. Rebounded by Nurkic. Portland has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Outside Thibault. Back to Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
And Lillard, you don't see it much, but man, when he gets up, that's an exciting play.
Time called here. The Raptors decide to talk it over.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Sharp, he's checked in for Simons. Barton outside. Pass to Trent. 4-3. Can't get it to drop, and it's Portland the other way. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Now Nurkic, guarded by Trent. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
I know, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Eubanks, he's checked in for Portland. Lillard passes to Thibault. Back to Lillard. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Toronto has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Back to Achua. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Achua's got his first points in this one.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
Grant with a screen on Trent. Lillard with the bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Trent against Lillard. Trent outside. Outside for Boucher. Pure from 3-point range. Boucher's got 5 points.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Lillard outside. Grant outside. Out to Lillard. Pass to Thibault. Back to Lillard. Yes, it's good. Lillard's got 20 points.
And Lillard just doing a great job of weaseling his way around the defense and getting into the paint.
Here's Boucher. From deep 3-point range. Timeout called. Portland.
Make some noise, everyone. It's time with your North Side crew. Wow. Great work from your North Side crew. Fans, we need you to get loud right now for your
3 quarters of play and a close one here. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 2. And don't go away. We'll be...
Please give a big round of applause.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Siakam and Achua down low at the 4 and the 5. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Barnes in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And Nurkic throws it down.
Simons choosing to drop that dime instead of forcing his own play.
Siakam with a screen on Simons. 3-pointer VanVleet. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, VA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
First team foul.
Simons against VanVleet. Five on the clock. To the inside. Achua with the dunk.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, VA.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Lillard with the ball. Now guarded by Achua. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Lillard just plays with a flat-out edge. Dangerous as a player who knows how to draw contact inside. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Anunoby on the wing. Defended by Lillard. Oh, again! Toronto with a triple.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Grant with a screen on Anunoby. Grant outside. Lets the 3 fly. Yes! Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. Simons against VanVleet. Pass to Anunoby. They set the pick. And a nice finish on the layup. Anunoby's got 5 points now in the quarter.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Lillard against Anunoby. Now here's Lillard. He's closely guarded. Misses the layup. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense. Anunoby passes to Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
He's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
Nurkic, a screen on Anunoby. Pass to Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down. And he's now got the double-double.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Portland.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
Pirtle's checked in for Achua. Lillard. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got his 6th rebound on the night. And that's an intentional foul. And the Raptors making a change here. Trent's checked in.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul.
4th quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. To take the lead. Here's Pirtle. 2nd shot opportunity. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. Portland has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Lillard against Anunoby. Lillard outside. Clock at 6. Grant outside. Timeout called. Portland. The score is tied at 46. A minute 31 left in the fourth quarter here. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. He loves what he's seeing from their perimeter offense. He told the team, quote, keep shooting. It's working for us. Let's bring this home. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. The Raptors have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Siakam with a screen on Simons. From deep hurdle. Offensive board to take the lead. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Grant with a screen on Anunoby. Here's Lillard. Oh, he nails it! A huge shot to tie it up.
Now, that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Anunoby passes to Barnes. Off target with the 3. And here's Nurkic. Simons outside. Pass to Lillard. Nurkic, a screen on Siakam. Lillard with the ball. He's picked up by Pirtle.
Great concentration on display from Nurkic to get the foul and still come away with the made field goal.
And the free throw, no good.
Ouch! That was a missed opportunity. Could have put this game on ice.
There's a screen. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the fourth. Anunoby for 3. Oh my! What a shot!
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Ooh, scary thought.
Portland calls timeout. They're down by 1. 9 seconds left in the final quarter. 9 seconds left in the fourth. Lillard passes to Grant. Back to Lillard. Grant outside. For the win! Oh,
what a play! That's
good! Are you kidding me?
Wow! The winner at the buzzer. It doesn't get any better.
As we know, this should be a battle of the backcourts. And you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding him.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Thibault in at the 3. Conley goes back up. Here's Edwards. Banked in off the glass.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Now here's Lillard, and Simons wide open. He'll fight. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Conley the pass to McDaniels. Rebound by Nurkic. Portland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Earlier, I spoke with Chauncey Billups. He told me they'll be looking to stretch the defense with their ability to knock down shots from deep. He said success on the outside will translate to success on the inside. Sounds like instead of going inside out, they're going to go outside in. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Here is Edwards. Portland making their last shot. Fires for 3 and stolen by Lillard. Jumps up, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Active hands. Lillard disrupts and creates offense.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lillard against Conley. Passes to Towns. Edwards with it. The Trailblazers pull it in.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Lillard finds Simons. Lillard outside. To the middle, just 5 to shoot. Nobody near Nurkic. And again, it's Portland with the 3.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and not look back.
Now here's Towns. Here's Conley. Right to the hoop. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Really enjoy watching Conley take it all the way. Defense can't match up with his blinding speed.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Minnesota. 1:32 left to play here in the first. Simons with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Here's Nurkic. Offline with his 3. Timberwolves trail by 10. Now here's McDaniels. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Portland.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota. Conley now comes in for Taurean Prince.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Here's Conley. That one misses. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Lillard scanning the floor. And the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got 6 points.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace and made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Minnesota making a switch here. Prince is checked in. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 13. And it's Portland with the rebound. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lillard against Edwards. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Not the guy you want to send to the stripe. Damian Lillard cashes in on his free throws.
It's his first trip to the line. The free throw is good from Lillard.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Now Edwards. For the 3. They get it back. With 1 on the clock. And right as the buzzer sounded, he just dunked it right down. Wow!
And how about the use of that final possession? Perfect.
And so it's Damian Lillard.
Please give a big round of applause for the Puck.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen, Trailblazers pretty much in control here.
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
They've got McDaniels. Edwards is out there with Taurean Prince. Then it's Karl-Anthony Towns. And it's Reid in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. And here's Edwards. 6 points for him. Minnesota calls timeout. Hey, Steve, you've won an NBA title, but also you've got some gold medal memory. How does it compare, winning for a city versus representing and winning for your country?
Kevin, both incredibly proud moments. Winning an NBA title is awesome, but also winning a gold medal for your country. You said it, it's representing your country. It was a dream come true.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. Trailblazers leading by 11. Lillard outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got 13.
You got to love to see Damian Lillard light it up like this on offense, making a big effort to deliver for his squad.
Edwards, that's good.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Kicks it out to Grant. Back to Lillard. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Takes it inside. Gobert, and he makes good on the layup.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Portland's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Here's Lillard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
That competitive edge Damian Lillard plays with is outstanding. This is a guy that wants to win every single game.
Now here's Edwards. 8 points for him. Shot clock at 6. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. Pass to Simons. Thibault for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's Edwards. And the lead is down inside single digits. Edwards got 10 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Lillard dishes to Grant. And Lillard kicks to Thibault. No, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Portland, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Thibault. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. It's a 10-point game. There's the drive. And finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Oh, erupting at the rim. Lillard can still climb the ladder.
There's a minute 34 left to play here in the half. Edwards looking it over. And there's the pass to Gobert. Kicks to Towns. Just 5 on the clock. Nurkic with the block.
When Nurkic blocks shots, you feel it. An impactful defender.
Nobody near Lillard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's McDaniels. Plays it up off the glass. He's got 5.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Lillard against Prince. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
The offensive IQ of Damian Lillard. Smart at analyzing defenses and understanding when to look to score.
Now here's Edwards. 12 points for him. Three-pointer and stolen by Lillard. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. From deep. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. 20 seconds left to play in the first half. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Now here's McDaniels. Covered by Simons. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. 3 seconds left, and he lays it up and in. Edwards got 8 points in the quarter.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back to the action. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. And it's Thibault in at the small forward.
This is so fun to watch. Lillard going up with some real power to finish the slam.
Now here's Edwards, defended by Thibault. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Lillard outside. Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Edwards passes to Prince. Six on the shot clock. Dishes to Gobert. Lays it up and banks it in. And that's now 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Takes a 3. And it's Lillard missing.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Get on your feet and make some noise.
Checked in for Damian Lillard. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's McDaniels. 5 points in the game. Yes, that goes in. McDaniels got 7 points in the game.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Nurkic a screen on him. Now here's Sharp. Edwards defending. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Here's Edwards with the drive and finished off by Edwards.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Out to the right wing. Here's Nurkic. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. The Trailblazers have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
One of the strongest players in the league. Nurkic is a force in the painted area on both ends of the floor.
And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota, trailing by 5. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
2 minutes.
Pass to McDaniels. Prince kicks to McDaniels. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Now here's Simons. He's covered closely. Grant outside. Now here's Sharp. Guarded by Prince. Sharp, that's good.
Nice pass. The more they run the offense through Grant, the more he needs to make smart plays.
Jeremy Grant, part of a loaded 2nd round of the 2014 draft.
Kevin, Jeremy signing a max contract, rare for a 2nd rounder. Also in that 2014 2nd round draft, MVP, the Joker, Joe Harris, Jordan Clarkson, Spencer Dinwiddie. Wow, that 2nd round proved to have some players.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Minnesota again turning it over. Eubanks, he's checked in for the Trailblazers.
Drew Eubanks.
Portland leading by 7. Simons with the ball. He's got 6. Down low, here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
A display of pure athleticism by Jeremy Grant, rising up for the huge dunk.
And the call will be against Anthony Simons. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Trailblazers making a switch here. Reddish is checked in. There's 48 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Now, here's McDaniel. 7 points in the game. Here's Prince. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Certain things make Prince a tough cover. Strength, long arms, quickness that can surprise you.
And both free throws good for Prince. 35 seconds left in the third. Edwards against Simon. 23 seconds left in the third. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Minnesota calls timeout.
Here they come, now headed to the floor. It's your Minnesota Timberwolves Dancers.
There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Edwards kicks to Towns.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
The Timberwolves shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws. And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Here's Simon. And the call on the and here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time
Previous play is under review.
in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
Speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's obvious that Simon's game is the product of hard work. You don't get to be as accurate as he is without lots of practice time.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Taurean Prince is out there with Edwards, and it's McDaniels in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Lillard against Edwards. Prince outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 10. Lillard with it. Picked up by Edwards. Here's Nurkic. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Edwards kicks to Prince. Connects from 3-point range.
Prince has gotten better at creating his own shot, but the catch-and-shoot game is still his specialty.
Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
3 points.
Lillard's got 26 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Another miss by Prince. And now here's Nurkic. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Once Nurkic gets established, the D must foul him. Great work earning the whistle there.
And so he makes both from the line. Timberwolves trail by 12. Now Edwards. Here he goes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Damian Lillard.
Oh, impressive drive there by Edwards. Mixing it up with the D to draw the foul while in the act.
And he sinks the second. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Lillard with it. Working on McDaniels. Simons from outside. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Edwards. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And Edwards drops them both. Portland leading by 9. Lillard outside. Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. Grant finds Nurkic. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pick off in midair. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself.
Look at Simons' move, making the effort to get out ahead on the break.
Edwards against Simon.
2 minutes remaining.
Passes it to Prince. Jacks up a 3. Towns down low. Covered by Lillard. Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
You see how seriously Gobert takes rebounding. Just getting after it. Great activity.
Now here's Lillard. Defense is right there. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Towns in the corner. Pass to Prince. Fires the 3. Here's Gobert. No good. Great D that time from Nurkic. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
The handles. The defenders simply can't keep up with Lillard.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Outside Edwards. The pass to Towns. And the rebound by Nurkic. Portland's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Trailblazers.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Lillard.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Minnesota calls timeout. They trail by 11. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the fourth. There's 45 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Gobert with a screen on Simon. Out to Edwards. Prince outside. Back to Edwards. Rebound by Nurkic.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Back to Lillard. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Edwards and Grant sends it back. And so Portland takes this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good.
Valuable win on the road. Greetings, folks, and we're expecting an intense battle in the front court tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, BA, it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, down low. And count it! The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
A pretty play by Siakam. Absorbs the foul and still gets his shot to go.
And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. Not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly has proven to be an important piece to a championship-level team.
Shot clock at 6, and that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Towns against Siakam. Towns passes to Edwards. 5 to shoot. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Jakob Poeltl.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
VanVleet outside. Anunoby on the wing. There's a screen. Back to VanVleet. Pass to Poeltl. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
McDaniels with it. VanVleet covering. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Outside Edwards. The 3 is up. Poeltl grabs a miss. All by himself. Here's Anunoby. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And when Poeltl sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
Pass to Prince. Stolen by VanVleet. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Unloads. And some solid defense from Towns. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, BA. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
VanVleet with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Anunoby for 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And Poeltl does just a little bit of everything for this team. A big man that has excellent passing skills.
Pass to Towns. Now McDaniels. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, man. Exploding to the rim.
Yep, makes the simple play.
Yeah, he still made it look good, though.
2 minutes.
VanVleet, the pass to Anunoby. Back to VanVleet. And here's Barnes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Wing shot on the way. The shot by Pirtle, no good.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
And Minnesota calls time here.
Attention fans, it's time to fire off some T-shirts. Give a round of applause to
The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul. Fourth team.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
And that's good as he hits both shots. A minute and a half left in the first. Kicks it out to Siakam. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Anthony Edwards.
You can see the length come into play, whether Siakam's facing up or back to the basket.
Siakam hits them both. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Edwards against Anunoby. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Now here's Barnes. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pirtle up top. Pass to Siakam. Fires the 3. And the Raptors miss again. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Edwards with it. 4 on the clock. Doesn't go that time. And Toronto will come the other way. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Anunoby. And the Raptors miss again. Here's Prince. Soft touch off the glass.
You know, Prince is far from just a shooter and penetrator, folks. I mean, this guy's got a nice feel for how to play inside, too.
Siakam and a missed layup.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that.
Wow. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a...
Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Edwards out there with Taurean Prince, and it's McDaniels in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. And here's Edwards. Pass to Prince. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent.
And now the T-Wolves on the break. And Edwards slams it in.
He steal then right into the fast break. Towns with excellent awareness for his age. A very mature player, despite being a young buck.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Shooting for Toronto.
Both free throws good from Anunoby.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
And here are the Timberwolves. To the paint. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Here comes Toronto on the push. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Strong defense followed by some smart offense. That's just good fundamentals.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Here's Barnes. McDaniels with some nice D.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
And lead on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Siakam against Towns. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Outside Edwards. The three. Barnes with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often. Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
And the basket by Van Vliet.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
So Toronto ends up going with a new group.
2 minutes remaining in the
Trent against Edwards.
2 minutes.
Six on the shot clock. The shot no good. Trent with the defensive effort. The Raptors with a lead. Let's go with a three. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Trent.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Pass to Prince. Launches it. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
You know, the NBA is all about the three-point shot right now, and Prince can really shoot it from out there.
Trent against Edwards. Here's Boucher. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Noel's checked in. Pass to Prince. Now here's Towns. Here's Noel. Missed inside. For Toronto, they've gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Barton, the pass to Boucher. Back to Barton. And a two-handed jam.
And this is where Barton does his eating. Deep inside, leaping with ease to punch it home.
Achua passes to Boucher. Back to Achua. Pass to Barton. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Here's Prince. He has 7. Now McDaniels. The teardrop. And we're through the first half of play here.
17. The Raptors, 20.
And put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies!
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Boy, without question, OG Anunoby displaying all his skills today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
So for Toronto right now, Siakam and Achua down low at the 4 and the 5. OG Anunoby out there with Malachi Flynn, and it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Conley. Toronto grabs the miss. And Siakam, here we go. Goes back up. Here's Barnes, and he makes it on the layup. And the Raptors lead by 7.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Outside Conley. Outside McDaniels. It's stolen by Barnes. Timeout called, the Raptors.
Here are your Minnesota Timberwolves Sixers.
Prince is checked in for the Timberwolves. Moore comes in for Conley. Trent, he's checked in for Toronto. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Pass to Anunoby. To the middle. Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
The defense just can't let Siakam get inside positioning like this because he's looking to dunk it home.
Moore. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Both good from the line that time. For Toronto, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Achua with a screen. Siakam, the pass to Trent. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Trent's got his first 2 points.
And it's no surprise they want to get him the ball to start this half.
And the defense to me looks a little stale, like week-old bread. I mean, they made that way too easy for him. They need to get back into the flow here.
Pass to Moore. 6 to shoot. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed, even after
the previous play is under review.
Doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And Minnesota calls time here.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And they'll turn it over. Good to get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Now here's Siakam. He's got 7. Trent outside. From deep. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Trent against McDaniels. Achua with some nice D. The Raptors have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. And Toronto calls time here.
All right, Timberwolves fans, here comes the First Avenue Breaker. All right, everyone, give a big hand to your First Avenue Breaker.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Out to the right wing. Siakam in the post, defended by Gobert. The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Outside McDaniels. On the take. Pass to Prince. Can't cash it in from close range. The Raptors with a lead. Anunoby passes to Achua. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting poorly. Just 29% from the floor in this game. Edwards for three. Rebound by the Raptors. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in the game. Trent finds Barnes. Trent with a screen on McDaniels. Achua for three. Gets the three to fall. Achua's got 5 points now this quarter. And so it's Minnesota with it. Down by 12. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Porter with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Trent, the pass to Porter. From the arc. That shot off. So Minnesota will take it the other way. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Shot is good by Edwards.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Trent against Edwards. Boucher outside. Timeout called, the Raptors.
Show your spirit, man. Raptors in the arena gets a free t-shirt. One more time for your Timberwolves.
There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Power it home. Oh, wow. The reverse jam. Unbelievable.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Pass to Trent. From deep. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. And the Timberwolves call time here.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
You welcome your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers.
7 seconds left in the third. And here's Edwards outside. The shot, no good.
It'll be a Raptors timeout. Who wants a t-shirt out there? Let me hear you. Time to get hype, fans. It's the First Avenue Breakers. Give it up for your First Avenue Breakers.
And so it's Toronto going into the break up 12. They put in work. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Anthony Edwards out there with Taurean Prince. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
The more Siakam uses the three-point shot, the more it helps his game. It makes him the all-around player he needs to be.
And Edwards puts up a deep 3. It's Edwards on the wing. Looking to get back on track. And Edwards slams it in.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Anunoby for 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Outside Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Towns showing you his unselfishness there, willing to give up the rock. His teammate has something a little better.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Van Vliet misses.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Here's Edwards. To the inside. With the second effort, Gobert with the bucket.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Kicks it out to Barnes. Pass to Siakam for three. And he can't get that one. McDaniels with it. Here's Prince, guarded by Van Vliet. Down low. It's stolen by Pirtle. Outside Anunoby. Fires from deep. And the Raptors miss again.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He let his guys know that he needs more from them to close this deficit. He said, quote, "We have to get something started. I know we're behind, but you are capable of taking this game if you still want it."
Okay, thank you, Allie. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. To stop the drought. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
They've been pounding any miss on the glass and cashing in on the offensive boards. I've been impressed with that aspect of their game.
Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Pirtle finds Van Vliet. Barnes with it. Pirtle with a screen on Edwards. Clock at 6. The three from Barnes. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Pass to Towns. And here's Edwards. Back to Towns. Edwards with it. He's guarded by Barnes. Outside Edwards. He takes it in. And Edwards slams it in.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Van Vliet against Edwards. Kicks it out to Siakam. Drills it from deep. And the Raptors lead by 12.
Little to no chance they're able to overcome this deficit. Going to be a good victory for the Raptors.
It's impressive how the reserve players stepped up and delivered in this one.
They didn't just help out. They made a big impact and really secured the win for their team.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Pascal Siakam.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Picked by Pirtle. Anunoby passes to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Pirtle. Anunoby for three. And the Raptors, another three.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
And here's Edwards. So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.